Okay. This is Lady Maya. Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another podcast. I got my homegirl sister, Hope McKenzie. Okay, so let me tell you, this is life goals. I'm telling you, she's gorgeous. She's the sweetest thing. And I mean, you know how sister like to chew the fat with my folks now. But we get to have so much fun and get to talking. And you know, Sister Sledge was like, okay, if I don't hit this record button, we ain't never getting nothing. But I appreciate her time, her effort, and her energy. You guys, she's just phenomenal. She's a believer. Yeah. I mean, she's strong, man. I mean, y'all thought Black Power had something on it. I mean, she's solid. But I tell you this, she has a business. I'm gonna get a chance to talk to her, and we're gonna have some fun, of course. And so, thank you so much, Ms. Hope, my Mayan
Hi,
tribe.
everybody. It's great to be here, and I love Lady Maya.
Yes. This has been so awesome. Okay, so tell the people, please, what is the name of your business?
I am owner, operator, and facilitator at Sitting Pretty V Suite, and that V is for vagina.
Told y'all it was gonna be real, but okay. And so,
Tell me.
what was the premise of you open up your V Suite?
I was actually ear hustling my daughter and her friends when they were going out one night. You know, you want to hear because you want to know where they're going, who all's going, and what the intention is. So I was being the mother that I am. I wasn't being nosy. I was just listening for key things. And in their conversation, I think it was about 5 young ladies over my house that evening, and I heard them fragments. And then I heard, yeah, she just needs the vaginal steam. She needs to get her yoni cleaned. And I was like, what is this that they're talking about? Because maybe a year and a half ago, I heard about vajacial. And I was like, well, what's a vajacial? Because I'm 59. And first of all, we didn't really talk about our vagina. Let's start there. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the places that here in the suite, I have created an atmosphere that's a safe zone, that is sacred to the words that are spoken here, the healing process, the restoration. And we as a culture were raised that everything below the belt was called the privates, right?
Yeah.
So we don't talk about it. We don't even really think about it except for to wash it. But other than that, because if you think about it, you might get hot and bothered, right? You can't do that. No. So I'm listening to them, and I know what vajacials are, but what is this vaginal steaming? Well, praise God for Google, because I just reached over and grabbed my phone, but I was aghast. I grabbed my purples. I was like, oh, what is this? And literally all night long, probably until like 5, 6 a.m., fell asleep with the phone in my hand, just pulling up things and just, I was pulled into the knowledge of vaginal steaming for holistic care. And it really applied to me because my journey in reproductive health was so horrific. I started my cycle at 9 years old, early 70s, painful periods. I was put on the birth control pill to regulate it didn't regulate the pain. It just regulated my mind to know when the pain was coming. Continued through life, had 3 children. In the midst of that, also had a series of D&Cs. The pain would go away. And the D&Cs were prescribed to help me with my menstrual issues. They weren't for abortion purposes. They were for a cleansing and a scraping to refreshing, to get out the stagnation and all these things. And it would work for a while, and then the pain and the clots, the horrific period pain, all those things would come back. And to find out that there was literally an alternative treatment to a pill or a procedure, because always with a pill, you get side effects. And a lot of times what happens with a procedure is temporary. And that had been my experience. But those were invasive things. So I wanted something that was less invasive. But no one ever told me anything. So a hot water bottle was probably about as much as I got. Because that was the knowledge of our elders, really. You know, girl, just go in there and lay down. Somebody get her the hot water bottle and just be quiet, turn the lights out, different things like that. And that was it. So to actually hear that and to start researching and reading about an ancient global reproductive treatment for all kinds of things, period pain, pain during sex, fibroids, moisturization, bacteria vaginosis, yeast, pH imbalances. All of these things were treatable by using steam, which is purging, and herbs, which are medicinal. So the combination of the two had brought women relief forever, but there was a lack of knowledge about that and a lack of communication about that. Kind of similar to when doulas and midwives kind of just went away. And we settled for having our babies in the hospital. It's the best thing, it's the safest thing. These are the things that we were told. And so, especially for my generation, we were very trusting of everything the doctor told us. We didn't have those kind of things to do research with. And to be honest, a lot of times were also presented as being witchcraft, folklore, those kind of things. They were dismissed. But if you remember, you went over everybody's mama's house back in the day, and they had what hanging on the back of the bathroom door? A douche bag.
Oh, that's true.
That was a woman's trophy back in the 60s or the 70s. It was a trophy that, hey, I might have 6 kids, but I don't have a stinky coochie.
True that. And I didn't even know. I didn't even know that was a thing. That's what that was for, because in my house, it was only used as the hot water bottle. The hot water bag. Well, praise God, because, the vinegar under the sink. I didn't learn that till I was in my 30s.
Well, and then even like the chemicals, Massengill, that's what the product was back in the day, Everybody had the little yellow bottle of Massengill. And, when I was a little girl, I just thought, and again, I didn't know. But when I became a woman, I knew, but by then it had transitioned. Douching had transitioned into the little cute little 4-ounce bottles, soft, da, da, da. And now what do they say? Oh no, dishing is horrible. But they still sell it.
Mm-hmm. That's the same thing they said about everything else that we consume in our bodies, isn't it?
Absolutely. So to find that there was something that was more holistic, more natural, was really, really just, it was so intriguing for me. Well, infidelity, if you've got infidelity or someone you're dealing with, you suspect it has a community penis, that constant aching, that constant sadness, that constant feeling of, some women may go through, what is it that makes him do that? Why am I not enough? All of that. Those emotions are coming from and setting back up in the womb.
Mm.
And so steaming as a method of cleansing, detoxing, and purging starts breaking down those emotions, cleansing them. And how I run Sitting Pretty B-Suite is I am present with my guests, with the goddesses in my room, the queens in my room. I am here. If they come in and they just want to sleep, some of them come in, they get on the steaming pot and they just sleep. A lot of times with their first session, they have a lot of questions. Some of them have done some research. Some of them just heard about it on TV, because that's actually how it came back around as a method of care. Gwyneth Paltrow is the one that is given the recognition for bringing it back around as a modern alternative treatment. I think it's been about 8 or 9 years now that she actually steamed, but the place that she steamed at had already been in business for quite a long time. So there were Asian women that were steaming because that was part of their culture. African women are still steaming because it is part of their culture. South American women, the same. Indigenous American Indians have steamed for generations. But again, modern medicine pushed those things out the way. So Gwyneth Paltrow goes and steams, and she reports it as being this great thing, and it started the resurgence. Then the housewives did it, Tia and Tamara, and things like that. So it really brought the awareness of it. You do hear about the results of it, but you really hear more of the results of it on a more regular people like you and me level. Mm-hmm. I'm happy to say that I have a client that drove up from Las Vegas. My place is here in Tempe, Arizona. And my client drove up from Las Vegas 4 times. And then the 5th time she drove up to steam, she said, I really, really, really want to have this baby. I'm going to be here for 10 days. I want to steam as much as I want to. I mean, as much as I can. So I told her I would put her on a 3-day regimen over that 10-day time frame. But she came up from Vegas and she was having a good time up here in Scottsdale and Phoenix area. And I only saw her twice, but she just called me and let me know that she wanted to get through her first trimester, but Sitting Pretty B-Suite, we are having our first princess. So I'm so excited. And I'm blessed. I mean, how amazing is it to help someone that is struggling through having a baby reach that phenomenal goal as through a method that was calm, loving, engaging, and a woman to woman bonding. I mean, first time she left, she said, Miss Hope, I feel like you're my mama. And so that's what happens here. We have goddess gatherings here, and we get my sessions are called the exhales. And let me give you a little bit about the exhale. In a moment of intimacy with my second husband, he said to me, he said, babe, do you know that you hold your breath? And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, you hold your breath. And it was a subconscious reaction to pains, the heartaches, fear, thinking, am I doing this right? Am I getting this right? All these things were in my subconscious, causing me to not breathe. So being here in Phoenix and the movie Waiting to Exhale was moved here and all that, I named my sessions the exhale. Because when you breathe, clarity, it's a purification, just like the steaming.
Wow. I love that. Oh my gosh. That is so like, I feel this is what I want to do. I love it. Okay, for those that didn't know, I was snapping my fingers. Yeah, that's what was happening. Okay, so I'm mind blown. Okay, and like I didn't really have a full understanding of the traumas and that those things actually fed off of those things that had happened, and then the whole thing with hemorrhoids. Oh Lord, Jesus, girl, if I could tell you stories, girl, later. Anyway, but it's just so interesting that all those things are intertwined and connected. I think that is really, really an excellent thing just to kind of bring up and have people really think about it. Because, I mean, there's a lot of, like you said, you said that there were men and women that deal with this whole situation. I think that is excellent. So tell me about how, like, the men react.
Well, okay. Men, when they find out what I do, if I'm just talking with someone or something and I'm a small business owner. Oh, what do you do, Miss Lady? And I say, oh, I own a vaginal steaming boutique. Okay, men are visual, right? So they all think I have a little wand and I go in there and I go like this. So they're all really excited and ask me, do you need an assistant? Really? So we always have to deprogram that mindset and bring them all back and bring them into this luxury environment mentality and just say, no, it is women's self-care. And I have a lot of men that make sure that they gift their lady, their wife, with gift certificates to come. Had a new client today. Her guy actually called me and said, are you the lady that does the vaginal steam? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, okay, well, I want to book one for my girlfriend. And he's talking to her I'm talking to her through him. And I'm just like, that's interesting. But he was the one that booked the appointment for her. Okay. I have had couples come and steam. How about that?
Together.
Again, it's a bonding experience. It's a purging. So they're talking to each other. It could be a space where someone could possibly say, I really enjoy when we do this, but that right there sometimes is uncomfortable for me. I don't want to say the fallacy because the theory is out there that the bigger the better, but that don't work for everybody. But sometimes people are afraid to have that conversation. And then you have those that are not willing to accept that conversation.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, we're not going there.
So, um, the purging process, the communal moment in a safe zone. I serve them cucumber mint water in beautiful wine glasses. I have on their music of choice, or I'll have on spa music or smooth jazz or whatever the case may be. And because it's important to me that it is a five senses experience. You see something, you smell something, you hear something, you taste something, and you feel something. So your whole body really experiences something. And that makes for the best memory when you come into Sitting Pretty Beast.
This is all types of luxury, you guys. Can y'all see? Okay, for those that's on YouTube,
I'm going to move to the side a little.
y'all gotta see these chairs. I've been looking for these type chairs, the toe bags, and she's decorated them, you guys. Reupholstered, did all this. You know, cause she's a goddess. Look at that. You know, like
That's
no.
so cute.
I need one of them chairs. That's okay.
So that was really a spiritual thing for me. Like I said, when I started on this process, literally, I would go to sleep thinking about what I needed, and God would wake me up and say, "Go to offer up." And I would open up my tablet, and what I was looking for was right there.
Yes.
It just the manifestation of everything. Provide this environment. And I want this type of environment for our women, especially because we don't need to always travel to get a luxury experience provided by someone else. We have every right to walk into a place and be treated like the queens we are.
Yes. Yes.
And I set the tone for that. Mm-hmm. And when they walk out of here, I hope, having received love, wisdom, knowledge, that when they go out, that crown is just a little bit straighter.
Don't let it fall. Don't let it
fall. Absolutely never.
Do not. Girl, honey, child, sister, sled. I'm trying to tell you. Okay. I'm sold. Yes. And I just need to know, like, what do you find that people should get from this type of experience? Like, what do you think their takeaway or should be? Because there's a difference, definitely.
Well, there should be, depending on the end goal, and we do go over that. Mm-hmm. The end goal for my client that's having a baby was to have a baby. Mm-hmm. Sometimes people come and they don't have an end goal. I've had a woman come in for a goddess gathering. I've got 5 women here, friends forever, having a good time. We're laughing, having glasses of wine, and my energy would just pick up that something wasn't right. Mm-hmm. And I want to zero in always to make sure that my client is having a great experience. And I focused on one young lady whose energy, and she just goes, I finally feel free from when I was raped. And all of her friends literally head snaps because she had never talked to her friends about being raped. Mm-hmm. So sometimes people don't come with an expectation other than I want to do what I saw on TV. Mm-hmm. Others will tell me, my elder My great grandmother did this. And just to backtrack a little bit, my oldest son is 37. When I had him in an Adventist hospital, Seventh Day Adventist hospital. That was where I chose to have my baby, because it was a spiritual based hospital.
Mhm.
And I had a sitz bath after I had my baby. Oh my God, it was amazing. You know what a sitz bath is?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was amazing. So
Wait.
11.
Did they do it with the hot water or did they do it with the cold water?
Oh no, it was warm. It was very
It was?
comforting. Yes.
Yeah. You
It
know, we
was.
call that the ghetto bidet, you know.
Oh,
At least that's what I did back in the heyday, you know.
okay. So I had this sitz bath. Well, 11 years later, when I had my second son, I was looking forward to that sitz bath. I was like, ooh, am I gonna get that little warm water down there? No sitz bath. So by then, it was probably just one other thing for the nurse to do that is not necessary. So out the door it goes.
Yeah, of course.
And so a sitz bath really is kind of a steam.
Mm-mm.
It's just not hot water because it's so close to your skin.
Mhm.
Because normally the sitz bucket, it's probably only 4 to 6 inches at the most away from your period area.
Mhm.
And that can be a little close for hot water.
Right.
Because what you really want is steam.
Right.
So from these chairs, the bottom portion that is lifted up there, that's the steaming pot actually sits on the floor. And once a person, man or female, seals the pot, which has a hole in it, the steam just
Radiate.
billows and billows until it starts coming up. And I'll always see my clients go, ooh. And then I know that it's reached its point of focus.
Wow. That is so interesting. Wow.
There's also, I've had women say they've experienced and what seemed like they experienced orgasms in here. Three to date. I've had somebody grind on a chair. If it gets good to you, I don't have no problem with it, especially if you feel that comfortable in here. That's what's important to me, that you feel free. Because as women, especially, we are bound up by so many things. All these colors in here are representative of the shades of the vagina. I have purples, plums, pinks, fuchsias, beiges, because we need to feel like when we look at ourselves, we love ourselves.
True. That's very true. That is
So many, in our conversations, women talk about their labia being too long, da, 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 da. But I do want to say this. I think that we should be careful to know that some things are marketing and some things are care.
Okay, so please let my Mayan tribe know how they can reach you, girlfriend.
Again, I am located in Tempe, Arizona. However, I do travel. I will be doing a sex trafficking self-care event in Louisiana. Hopefully, I'm working on finalizing that in the next couple of weeks. I can travel, not with the thrones, but I can travel still to offer women healing and restoration and self-love. I am at Sitting Pretty B Suite, all one word, on Instagram and Facebook. And I'm proud to say that I am 5 stars on Google. And I love my clients. I love that they are happy enough to take 5 minutes to help a sister that is an entrepreneur keep her business solid, keep her business visual by taking that 2 minutes or 3 minutes to go online and just give me a shout out,
Yeah,
especially if it's a great experience.
exactly. You gotta share, y'all.
Yes. So even though I'm not there in the Carolinas, steaming is very, very real. It is very helpful. And I would just say, to Google and look up your local spot.
Very.
I love on my clients. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Mm.
And because it's a purging, I am available for my clients 24 hours a day. So again, Sitting Pretty B Suite. I do sell home kits. They're sitz bath kits, but they're home kits, home steaming kits with instructions. And I am also in the process of finalizing thrones that I can ship out.
I'm gonna get my throne.
Hey. So I offer CBD bath bombs. Those are amazing.
I can only imagine.
Sometimes because we're so wired up, we can't wind down.
True.
Alcohol has its side effects. I ain't knocking it because a glass of wine, there's nothing wrong with a glass. I also sell CBD wine, non-alcoholic CBD wine. I feature several entrepreneurs here in the suite. Mellow, MELO wine is made right here in Tempe by a brother. It's an amazing product. He has 4 flavors. He has a Chardonnay, what's the one? Moscato, and a Cabernet. And the elders tell me, "Ooh, this Cabernet tastes like first Sunday morning." You know what that means, right?
Yes.
Tastes like communion wine. Also about it. It's also about sharing women's goals. I am also a Yoni career consultant for women that are interested in starting their own career down this path. I assist them with getting started, self-care, rejuvenation, and products that help keep your youth, keep your body strong, keep your mind clear.
Are you looking for an opportunity to expand your brand, to tell the masses more about what you have to offer by way of your business, your ministry, or your mission? Then look no further than my friend Lady Maya. Hi, my name is Anissa Short. I am a best-selling author. I am a speaker and I am a home-based entrepreneur. And I've had the opportunity to work with Lady Maya several times. And what I can tell you is this. She is dependable. She is professional. She is proficient, and she offers a platform that is safe, encouraging, and inspirational. 2021 can be your best year ever, and Lady Maya can be a very instrumental part in that success. So don't hesitate. By all means, give her a call.
Hello, my name is Dorothea Howard. I am an award-winning television talk show host and executive producer of the Let's Talk Sarcoidosis show. I was invited to be a guest with Lady Maya on her fabulous StreamYard broadcast. We had a blast. We talked about life in general. We talked about illnesses, living your life with an illness and all the challenges that come with it, especially being a career woman. I love her show. I would love for everyone to listen to her show because she is a wonderful, fabulous woman. Lady Maya, you rock. Thank you.
Hello, lovely people. I just wanted to pop in and say hi. My name's Ambila. I'm a spiritual lifestyle coach. And yesterday I had a interview with Lady Maya on her show, and the energy was high, the connection was great, and I loved being a part of it. And I just wanted to say thank you for that. And catch me on Lady Maya. Whenever we go live, we'll let you know. But catch me on Lady Maya and look out for all of her shows. Thank you. Take care now.
Good evening, everyone. This is Jessica Bell. I am the creative director and the founder of J. Nicole Luxury and Chic. My company, my brand is not just luxury curated candles, but we're also about self-care, love, support, getting to the community, letting that woman and that male, woman and man feel so empowered and inspired by what it is that we're actually offering, how to create that space and the experience to give you that moment if you're stuck in the house or, during COVID, or you can't get out for you, a quick date night, and love and support. If you want to be able to just, chill out and just relax and have self-care within yourself. So I want to thank Lady Maya for the opportunity and the chance to be able to bring forth, on her podcast, and for her inspiration and her talks and, her support during this process of what it is that we're trying to actually do. So 2021, I cannot wait. So Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yes, and you know what? That's what we need. But y'all know what time it is. You know what time it is. Everybody knows what time it is. I'm gonna have all your information, in the description below. It's the jail time.
Hey,
Woo!
yeah.
All right, here we go. The big bro, Nolan Davis.
No.
Boom. Let's get it. Let's get it. As we start talking about youthfulness, I come in with the energy, and I need to let y'all know we finna man this up some. See what I'm talking about? Like, listen, man, y'all over here talking all about the yoni. I'm like, okay, it's cool, but I have arrived, so let's get it popping. What's going on?
Hi.
I want to let everybody know that's watching this before anybody thinks anything different. The person that's on with her right now is my big sister, Miss Hope. And it's only one other lady that I call my big sister. Everybody else is like aunties, first cousins, but this is my original big sister, the first and I won't say only, but the very first big sister. How you doing, Miss Hope?
It's all love. It's all love.
It is. It is. So, Lady Maya, are you not blown away by the capabilities and everything that she has now, knowing that she started with nothing but an idea?
Yes, I am like floored. I've been like, really, 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 more. Well, let's do this. And she's phenomenal, dude. Like, I did not expect, someone with such a awesome stature of royalty. Yes.
Right. And as you can see the crowns in the back, right? So as we're sitting here talking about what she does for the health of women, how to bring that youthfulness back. We're going to talk about the jail. And Miss Hope, you've been with me because you are like my big sister. So you've been with me for a very long time. If you could tell me what the jail has done for you, I'll greatly appreciate it.
Well, first and foremost, what the jail did for me was mind clarity. As I stated early on, I am 59 years old, and the fog had really become a consistent place in my life where I couldn't finish thoughts. I would get distracted easily. And those things affect your self-confidence. It affects your willingness to just jump out there and just go for it because you feel like you're off your game. So the first thing that I really noticed was the clarity and how well I was resting and sleeping. I felt renewed every morning and energetic in a different way. I would say the next place I really noticed it was, I think I would still look this way if it wasn't for the gel, but I'm gonna go ahead and say the gel it helps.
It helps.
It helps.
You do look very good for your age. People have mistaken you for being in your late 30s plenty of times, mid to late 30s plenty of times. But the gel is more, the vanity stuff comes, the tight skin, the thick hair, but it's really more of a feeling, because when you look at supplements overall, right? You look at supplements, you're looking to get something that maybe you never had, right? But with the gel, it's literally a situation of giving you a youthful feeling back.
Yes.
And there's nothing else that can do that.
And you're right. Because I am naturally energetic, I can also say that I sustain my energy longer and better. I don't find myself wiltering out. I can stay the course of the day. As a matter of fact, to be honest, I function on maybe 4 to 6 hours of sleep, and you should know that because you will call me at 2 a.m.
Yes.
And I still get up and I walk my dog at 6:30, and that starts my day.
Yes. Well, I have big ideas. And who do you
Yes,
call?
you
Right. So who would you call if you don't call your sister or your brother? That doesn't even make sense to me. So I have zero restrictions on Miss Hope's phone. So I could just be like, I got an idea. Can it wait till tomorrow? It can't. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah. But let's just be clear. The way Nolan works out his ideas is, what's up, dog? You awake? Check this out. I just need you to listen. I'm getting ready to run through this in my head, but I just need you on the phone to listen.
I've done that. I have done that before.
So
But
I'm going to say my presence helps him with his greatness.
that's dope presence, though. Like just what you said. My presence helps him with his greatness. That sounds fabulous, right? That sounds fabulous.
Soundboard, sir. You gotta bounce the
Hey, but here's the thing with Hope. Hope has the wisdom, and she has the heart and the wherewithal to where if something goes a little bit kiltered, she'll just kind of kick me back in, and I'll say, "Okay, I didn't even think of that." And then that's when I start building momentum from an idea standpoint on how do we put this thing together.
Oh boy, I can't tell you how many times I just said something. Like right now, we on some black, and I'm gonna leave that right there.
We are. She did come up with something, and that's black with a QUE. So just right, and that was her idea. Like I was trying to be good, and then she was like black with the QUE, and I was like, okay, we all in now. So yeah, so that's what it is. But as we're talking about the jail, because people can start really telling that we like brother and sister. As we talk about the jail, we're talking about the clarity that you have. We're talking about the focus that you have to go throughout the day. And a lot of times people look over the cognitive issues that they have as we age, that brain fog, that what did I come in here for? Standing in front of the refrigerator like I came in here for something, right? That whole situation, we look over that. I'm glad you brought that up first. From a physical standpoint, I understand the vanity part, but what about the performance? How are you feeling from a performance standpoint?
I mean, really, to sustain day to day the way I go, I literally, as I told Lady Maya, I get up with the mindset of God, where am I going today? What am I going to do? And whose life am I going to touch? Mm-hmm. And I'm ready to go. I mean, all the time, the energy is there. I don't feel the aches and pains of a lot of people of my peers. I don't feel that. And I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful though that as with steaming, there's an alternative. And the gel has been a supplemental alternative to help me sustain and be strong and healthy and energized by the things that I am doing. Not that I'm going to do when I feel better or after this is over. And to go back to the cognitive side, I was diagnosed with post concussion syndrome.
Mm.
And I used to really struggle with completing a sentence.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to be perfectly honest with you. I know it's real because when I come off the gel, I start reversing.
Right.
I start reversing. So I know that the gel helps keep me clear, focused, sharp, where I can understand, where I can articulate, and better yet, it keeps my mind youthful to understand and receive ideology of today. I'm not saying that I'm good with computers. That I'm not going to say. I'm working on it though, because Lady Maya done showed me some stuff today.
All right.
That makes me willing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, as we talk about this, I want to go back. I didn't hear everything because I was kind of backstage, right? And so I was in the green room. Like, this is a big production for Lady Maya. I need you to understand. I was sitting in the green room, watching a little bit, having some hors d'oeuvres, some frosty beverages back there. But as I was doing that, I heard you talk about some of the things that you've done. Are you telling them about the thing that we're trying to do, or we say that?
Trying to do no. What is happening is happening is I did speak to Lady Maya about it. I did announce that I am a Yoni career consultant. I am here to help women start their business, but I am going to host the first international vaginal steaming conference this year.
Absolutely.
I'm announcing it here on the Lady Maya show.
And so as we announce it here, can I piggyback on that?
Go right ahead, sir.
It's going to be two things that's there. This is one, and this is the other. Nolan Davis is going to be there, and the gel is going to be there. I just wanted to put that out there. So as you look at the flyer, it's big, it's pretty, her face is up. And then when you look at the bottom, it'll be like a small little thumbnail of Nolan Davis, and the gel is going to be right there at the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Gel will be present.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Gel will be present. And I mean, I could honestly say that there was probably even some improvement in my sex life with the gel.
It does heighten the libido. It does heighten the libido. I heard some of the stuff that y'all said earlier that I'm not going to touch. We're going to skip right over that, but it does heighten the libido, right? And you know, one of the problems with guys, is just one. I'm just want to talk about one of them right now. I didn't say the only problem. I said one of, meaning that there is a list. I am very well aware that there's plenty of problems with the men that I roll with. You know what I mean? Or with my kind. So one of the problems with guys is that when you tell them it's higher libido, they want to rub it on today and bring the thunder tonight, right? They're ready to bring the thunder, right? And so because this is a microdose, it's slowly but surely, and it leaves breadcrumbs of everything that it's doing slowly but surely. And one of the number one things that's the first result that you receive is sleep. So when you say you don't sleep for about 4 hours, it's that well-rested REM regenerative type of sleep. So when you wake up, you have more energy and you're well-rested.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I never feel like not getting out of the bed. I'm always awake. I'm clearly awake. It's not a becoming awake. I'm clearly awake. I'm ready. I'm thinking. I'm going over the flow of my day. I'm bringing in the love of God, energy, everything, thankfulness, gratitude, and then I'm out. I'm gone.
So I'm about to ask you something, Miss Hope. Um, on Lady Maya's show. So here's the thing. This next bio boot camp on March 21st, we do have bio boot camp coming on January 23rd. I don't know if you can see that. That's that bio boot camp right there, right? You're a part of that one. That's the remix and a replay for your part of it. The one in March, I want you to do a new recording.
Okay.
And what I want it to be almost a demo of what happens.
Oh,
right?
I would live stream.
Right. But I need them to, you mean live stream yourself?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. So I need you to show us the setup. We do like a demo because on this next bio boot camp, we're doing recipes, we're doing live workouts, we got yoga, we got everything, and it's not going to be just presentation because you know how I do things, Ms. Hope. I start them off, and then I start building momentum to where it gets bigger and deafer if you're into old school LL, or bigger and better. It depends on where you're from, right? So here's my thing. I want it to be all demos so people can watch, try to do the yoga poses. People can work out with NFL players. People can watch us put recipes together, keto, low carb, Instapot, 30-minute recipes. We're doing all of that. And this one is going to be the biggest and best bio boot camp ever. I don't even want to reveal it because I still want you to come to the one for this Saturday, which I don't know if this one is going to air by then. I doubt it. But March 21st is going to be, it's going to knock your socks off. So I want everybody to go to Amazon, order some duct tape, tape your socks to your legs so we can make sure you got everything up and right and popping. Lady Maya, I'm done. I'm sitting here messing with my sister. We're told like 9 inside jokes and y'all don't know what the hell is going on. But you do know that the jail is for real, that the jail is helping each and every person, that each person is getting results. And bio boot camp, March 21st, let's get it.
Okay, so this has been so interesting. I'm just kidding. Oh no, but this is dope. Look, I've been on the gel for about 5 months now, and it's been awesome, totally awesome, and just getting the opportunity to speak with people that have also been on the gel, and we're swapping stories, and it's just been like such a camaraderie of it, and like you said, you know, with the cognitive, that thing is real. I have MS. So a lot of my cognitive is usually not always there. So I totally understand what you were saying. I mean, it may not be in that perspective, but definitely understand, you know, just not really always feeling confident, you know, because of, you know, what you're dealing with. But at the same time, I'm saying go home.
Hey, go Lady Maya. Consistency is really key though, because like I said, when I get where I just don't use it, I lose it.
Yeah.
And so I have to start getting back on that micro dose to get myself back up to where I want to stay. Because when you know it works, you got to stick with it.
That's true. That's very true. And a lot of people feel and realize is like when you have situations like Miss Hope and I and Nolan, he has nothing. He has
nothing.
Whatever. Anyway.
Have you seen that book with him holding his arms out like this?
She has not seen that, Hope. She has not seen it. She has not seen that. Let's
Okay,
Now I gotta
let's keep it moving. Let's keep it
you seen
moving.
him? You seen him walking with the SWAT guys, right?
no.
Come on, Miss Hope. You bringing up old stuff. Like they only into the new Nolan Davis stuff. They don't know about how I got here,
We
right?
gotta find out what about the pimp.
Man,
What's happening?
he's an amazing person. He's already he's healthy, you know, but he's maturing and taking on the self responsibility, the self care responsibility that the jail offers to help keep you youthful, to help. He's still got teenage children at home, you know, to be able to still. You were playing basketball with your son recently.
Wrestling with him.
Put it on him.
Bow. I was like, come on, killing him.
But that's awesome. See, you still have a lot of that euphemism. I know that's not even a
Youthfulness.
word, but you know what I mean.
Right.
But the youth that is still there in you, and I think that is excellent because I mean, like, not many people have it to have the experience to actually hold on to it. And he's not even old, really. Come on, big bro, you only like a couple of years older than me.
How? I know you ain't supposed to ask a woman, so I'm not gonna say nothing.
I'm
We're talking.
42, bro.
Okay, you 42. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
you only got me about like 5
You
years.
42. Yeah, you could be my cheering, and you could be my cheer.
I'm 40. No, I can't be your kid.
No.
No, I'm about to be 48 in 2 months.
Oh yeah, no, you can't be my kid.
Right. That's why I call you big sister.
Thank
See
you.
what I'm saying? Right. I can't. We closer than you think.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
because as a little brother, you can be little brotherish. So
I can't.
yeah,
I'm proud about it. Like I'm cool. Like people,
I know you are,
my,
and
my,
you're
my,
good at it.
right. My wife be like, "You don't feel ridiculous about that?" I'll be like, "No, I do not. I feel great about it too."
Aisha is an angel.
She is.
I think I just revealed something, Lady Maya. I think I just revealed something to my brother recently. I may have been overstressed, but I just said to him, you know, I could never be married to you.
Right.
He got quiet, so I know he was kind of like, how could that be?
Right.
But I
I
was
will.
like, because you got too many jokes for me.
Hey, I like to have fun. I like to know. I'd like to know we was still. You know, I'm not. You sitting around like Batman. Like, why so serious? Like, I'm cool. Like, we like before you know it, you like, I hate it here. Like, where's the laugh? I hate it here. Like, you see what I'm saying? No, I'm good. Just the house
Laughter
of
makes you younger, dear.
Absolutely, all day, all
Give you
day.
your youth. Keep your youth.
Absolutely.
But I think that was awesome.
I really appreciate this time to bring awareness to vaginal steaming and holistic self-care for women for the reproductive area. Again, Miss Lady Maya and the Mayan fans. Is that what I heard?
Mayan tribe.
The Mayan
Mayan
tribe.
tribe.
Love that. You feel free to reach out to me. I have resources. My website, which is under new construction because I'm growing and doing bigger things. They will have lots of FAQs and resources for just to take us in other directions. Because again, what started me on this path was not even knowing that there was an alternative. Whether it's a gel to help you be more focused, to be clearer, all of those things improve the quality of life. And
Absolutely.
Thank you. I appreciate you being on here, big bro. You know how we do. Yeah.
Cool.
So you guys, please join us on the Bio Boot Camp. That's going to be January 23rd. If not the 23rd one, do it on March the 21st.
Yep.
Yo, got it. Because I was just like 1, 2, 3.
And then 3, 2, 1. Absolutely.
Oh
Absolutely.
no, don't tell me you know about the 10-10 and the 3-2-1 and the 5-4-6.
Hey, we trying to kill it.
My
We trying
God.
to kill it. We trying to kill it. That's marketing, baby. That's marketing.
But it makes everybody remember. Like, wait, what is today? Oh, it's today.
3, 2, 1, boom. Like,
Yes.
let's kill it.
Hey, that's the
March
countdown right there.
21st. It's the countdown.
Yes.
Let's kill it.
So, everyone, what we like to do, if you would like to get on the show, better yet, if you want to get a hold of the gem, go ahead and hit me up on email. That is the number 1, ladymaya@gmail.com. That's MYYA. And you know why? Because your homegirl is special. I will talk to you guys later.